2024, which not only aims to improve disaster preparedness and risk reduction by empowering national disaster management and state-level disaster management. National level, you can have a separate plan, and even at state level, keeping in mind the circumstances there, you can have a separate state plan. And we are fortunate enough to have a separate now urban disaster management authority for state capitals and cities with municipal corporations, focusing more on urban specific disaster risks. This is the actual need of the hour, because we have been seeing in the country many cities without proper planning, no drainage proper systems, and water body encroachments we have been seeing. I, being a citizen of Hyderabad, I would like to emphasize how we Hyderabad people have suffered. जहाँ तक मुझे जानकारी है, इतिहास बताता है हैदराबाद 1908 से लेकर पिछली 5 साल पहले भी किस तरह बाढ़ आया था। कहीं हजारों संख्या में हैदराबाद शहर के अंदर लोग बेघर हो गए। और पहली बार मैं जब विधायक बना 2000 के समय में जब बाढ़ आया तो हैदराबाद शहर के अंदर हमको नाव में जाना पड़ा। हैदराबाद शहर का, हैदराबाद इज द कैपिटल सिटी ऑफ द देन आंध्र प्रदेश, नाउ द कैपिटल सिटी ऑफ तेलंगाना। कम से कम 3 दिन लगा वहाँ के लोगों को, वहाँ पे जो बेघर हो गया, हेलीकॉप्टर भी मंगाना पड़ा। अल्टीमेटली नतीजा था क्या, रिपोर्ट्स क्या है, 1908 से लेकर आज भी एंक्रोचमेंट्स, नो प्रॉपर ड्रेनेज सिस्टम्स एंड वाटर बॉडीज का भी एंक्रोचमेंट्स, एंड फाइनली इनएडिक्वेट डिजास्टर प्रिपेयर्डनेस एंड नो प्रॉपर बजट टू लोकल बॉडीज ऑल्सो। इतना होने के बावजूद भी लगभग 100 साल के बाद हैदराबाद शहर कल के दिन भी इतना सुरक्षित नहीं है। जब भी अगर बारिश आया ज़्यादा तो लोग आज भी बेघर होने का, 5 साल पहले जो आया हजारों संख्या में कई लोग मर भी गए। और आज की जो सरकार है तेलंगाना के अंदर, जो कांग्रेस सरकार, ताजुब होता सुनकर, द यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ हैदराबाद which is established in 1974, which was allotted 2,300 acres under survey number 25 by the then government Andhra Pradesh, purely for academic and research purpose. And unfortunately, this present government, जो अभी नया सरकार जो आया, जो गारंटी के नाम पर जो लगभग कितने एश्योरेंसेस देकर चुन के आए, अभी ये 400 एकड़ यूनिवर्सिटी का जमीन को आज ऑक्शन करने का निर्णय लिया। इट्स अ फैक्ट that the cities are becoming concrete jungles, how they are being encroached. This particular land, you see in the paper, sir, the presence of Indian star tortoise on the land of proposed auction at Kancha Gaujali is highlighted. It is a forest land, the wildlife is there, and this belongs to यूनिवर्सिटी, हैदराबाद सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी। सो मुख्यमंत्री बताते हैं कि ये पूरा सरकार हम कर्जा में है, 8 लाख करोड़ कर्जा में है।
माननीय गृहमंत्री, आप एक माननीय गृहमंत्री सर, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट का बिल है। डिजास्टर होने का कारण पर्यावरण बिगड़ता है वो है, और ये वाइल्ड लाइफ जो खा गई इसकी बात करते हैं, जंगल खा गई इसकी बात करते हैं।
नहीं, जब सिविल सोसाइटी सरकार को पूछने लगा, वो बताते कि सरकार कर्जा में है, हम बहुत सारे वादा किए, जमीन को बेचना पड़ रहा, हजारों करोड़। अभी हैदराबाद एक कंक्रीट जंगल बन गया। जो भी बचा कुचा जो लैंड है उसको भी आज सरकार या बेचना, ऑक्शन करना, जो भी वादा किए उसको हासिल करने के जो प्रयास कर रहा, ये हैदराबाद का मैं इसलिए बता रहा हूं कि हाउ हैदराबाद इज गेटिंग डे बाय डे ए कंक्रीट जंगल। सर, ये जो भी आज जो बिल लाया गया है, इस बिल के माध्यम से एक एडिक्वेट रिलीफ मैकेनिज्म ही नहीं, जिसके पहले पिछली सरकारों में किस तरह डिलेड रेस्पॉन्सेस होते थे। हम काफ़ी डिजास्टर्स देख चुके हैं और ख़ास तौर से हम वायनाड की बात चुकी है। I was in the house when our Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji repeatedly was saying that we have alerted the state government not once, twice, 2 days before also. इस तरह वहाँ के जो इलीगल माइनिंग हो, डिफॉरेस्टेशन हो, अनरेगुलेटेड कंस्ट्रक्शंस हो, रैम्पेंट ये इकोलॉजी जो सेंसिटिव एरियाज है उसको वायनाड में एक जिम्मेदारी जनप्रतिनिधि रहने के बावजूद भी किस तरह वहाँ वायनाड को ये लगभग 250 लोग इसमें मारा गया। Not only that, the Madhav Gargil and Kasturi Rangan reports had identified Wayanad as an ecologically sensitive zone, recommending restrictions on land use changes. However, these guidelines are not implemented, allowing unchecked tourism-driven and illegal construction encroachments have been taken place due to unwanted, that short-sightedness for making short-term economic gains over environmental sustainability. These things have happened. These are not natural-made calamities. These are all also a part of man-made calamities. ये जिम्मेदारी इसलिए not only Wayanad, when it comes to even Ooty and Kodaikanal also, popular hill stations like Ooty and Kodaikanal, similar threats, unscientific constructions are going on in these hill slopes and encroachments on water bodies. Despite being classified as ESZ1, areas in Gargil report, Tamil Nadu ignored these recommendations, heightened landslide risk during heavy rains. So, even these Chennai floods, this urban mismanagement, the floods were by unplanned urbanization, encroachment water bodies, and poor drainage system. The state government's failure to regulate constructions on wetlands turned a natural calamity into a man-made disaster. Sir, failure to implement
is going on record.
Ecological recommendations, prioritize the short-term economic benefits over long-term environmental sustainability. And the failure of the earlier governments also, particularly during Congress regime. There was no proper relief mechanism, delayed responses, lack of financial empowerment. Urban local bodies were underfunded, accounting for only 0.79% of GDP, a glaring oversight in disaster preparedness. So, Congress disaster management was more about managing disasters in their governance than addressing calamities. This bill ensures we prevent disasters before they become headlines.
Yes.
This is what Modi ji government and the minister concerned Amit Shah does it. While Congress debated definitions of disasters, BJP delivers solutions that redefine resilience. So, this Disaster Management Bill 2024 reflects BJP's commitment to proactive governance, addressing gaps left by Congress while empowering institutions at national level, state level, and urban level. Even the government led by Modi ji, in spite of supporting in the name of smart cities and even Amrit, the budget being not properly utilized, henceforth, it is the necessity of the hour to go for this bill. And Modi ji government, to strengthen this disaster preparedness and response capacity at local level in the country, the Aapda Mitra scheme has been started to train 1 lakh community volunteers for disaster recovery in 350 multi-hazard disaster-prone districts, covering all states, union territories. So far, 1 lakh Aapda Mitra volunteers have been trained. After successful implementation of Aapda Mitra scheme, the government has now launched a scheme titled Yuva Aapda Mitra scheme, with a financial outlay of 469.53 crores for training of around 2,37,000 community volunteers, including volunteers of NCC, NSS, NYKS, and BSNG. So, of all 36 states and union territories, NDRF is also implementing school safety program to provide training to children on disaster response in vulnerable schools in all the 36 states and union territories. The government has also approved scheme for expansion and modernization of fire services in the states with a financial outlay of 5,000 crores in July 23. The Home Ministry, the Honorable Minister Amit Shah has approved proposals worth 3,373.12 crores in respect of 20 states, which includes central assistance of 2,613.70 crores from NDRF. The government also approved a program for landslide risk mitigation with a financial outlay of 1,000 crore to reduce the mortality economic losses by reducing vulnerability. This program is implemented in 10 northeastern states and Himalayan states as well as 5 landslide-prone states, namely Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and West Bengal. And following the incident of glacial lake outburst flood in Sikkim, the government has also come out with a financial outlay of 150 crore for 4 Himalayan states, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. In order to reduce the risk of urban floods, the government has approved urban flood mitigation programs with a financial outlay of 3,075.65 crores. 7 major cities, namely Chennai, Kolkata, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune and Ahmedabad. And even the catalytic assistance to 12 most drought-prone states like Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Uttar Pradesh with an outlay of 2,022.16 crores has been approved for developing long-term plans for drought mitigation. Sir, with these few lines, I stand here to support. This is the bill which not only caters the needs of the urban people. Now, unless until the government of India interferes, because local governments, they have no proper planning, no proper budget, and no foresight also. Because this bill is the need of the hour, I strongly support it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. माननीय श्री राम जी 3 मिनट